Okay, moving on with the charts for May. This is United States as an entity, so the natal data from the formation of the United States. So, Liz, we can grab the US, please, as an entity and put it out till the last day of the month.
Okie dokie. All right. So May 31st, 2023, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Now, before we start, I have to always give the first impression if I get it. There's a big stir this month. It's all about Joe Biden. It's all about the Biden family. It's all about people digging around. I feel like the U.S. is tired of Biden. I feel like people are turning on Biden. This is these are not my personal thoughts, feelings, and opinions. These are what I'm pulling from the entity USA as a whole. I feel like people are tired of it. I really do. I feel like there's been more exposed with Hunter Biden. The family is being looked into. There's a lot of dodgy dealing all over the place. And I feel like this month will be focused on that.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, but ignoring the Bidens for a minute, and just taking the US as an entity, is the US as an entity going to be okay this month or not so okay? Take out the Biden element. So just as a whole, I mean, I know it's important, but
right. And that's what I'm getting. Like this month will be really focused on Biden, but overall, no. People are getting angry. Let me tell you something. As you know, Mr. Shakespeare, when you start hurting the pockets of American people, I mean, that means war, right? When people are really hurting economically, they're not going to put up with it for very long. Even though slowly, this slow erosion has been taking place, but I just feel with this last inflation hike, it's really, really hurt a lot of people, and people are angry. That's what I'm getting. And now they're questioning everything, which is what the government doesn't want you to do. They don't want you to question them, right? Somebody put on the Discord the other day that they've gone back to college, and compared to what it was, in 2000, because they've gone to retrain in another career. Compared to what it was in 2000, it's like easy street. And it was very noticeable, the dumbing down even further of the USA. They don't want you to question them. They want to do business as usual, getting kickbacks and deals and lining their pockets and hiding their money. And they don't like being questioned. And I feel that this month is not good for the USA. I feel like the American people are really, really starting to wake up, and they don't want this. So this is going to be where we shift into a different political view. I mean, you're always going to have your left wing, you're always going to have your right wing, but this is where the economy, once again, is going to become the most important aspect of the upcoming election.
Okay.
I can feel it. They're going to have to turn the economy around. If they can't turn the economy around, that's very strange. But then, hold on. You know what? Maybe this is good for the American people. That's why it's in the green. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I would think that the red, the transits are where they're you duping us, right? And the green is where we're starting to wake up.
Well, it looks like there's a lot of waking up going on at the end of the second week,
Yeah.
into the third, and then it dips down a bit. But the negative side of the train, I mean, that. Okay, let's see if we can tie anything to do with Biden to do with that third week or not. I mean,
Okay.
I'm wildly speculating only because the transits go down. They don't actually go down that far. It's only -2. But
You know, this is, and don't forget, right now, we've had all these Senate hearings. And I don't know whether people are paying attention. A lady that I was doing a CTT session for this week, she says, have you been watching this? She's in California. And I said, no, because I've just been so busy doing sessions. I haven't really paid much attention to it. And she says, you have got to probe what is going on at that border. This whole thing about these children being separated from their parents, how they're being cared for, and then they're finding a large portion of indigenous children, people that don't speak Spanish and they're not speaking English, they're speaking their local indigenous dialect, and they're doing DNA testing on these children, and they've clearly been raped by multiple people. So that probe is coming up, Mr. Shakespeare. I don't know if you're up for that probe because it's political. But yeah, I want to probe where these indigenous people are, how they're being taken, right? Somebody's taking these kids. Indigenous people are not just going to let their kids go. Somebody is going in and they're taking these children and they're trafficking them to the border, but I don't know why. And that's what we need to get to the bottom of. Like, what is it? Indigenous people have a big problem all over the world. And that I'm going to do a series on that soon. But this right here, let's see, the transits are low. Why are the transits low? So that's the government pushback. I knew it. That's the government pushback. That's where the government are trying to control the media, right there in that red, but it's not working. It's not working. There's too much out there at this point. They're trying to cover up, the stories that are coming out. Yeah, that's what that is.
So that's a 4-day period between the 20th and the 24th by the looks of it there.
Yeah, the American people are waking up. And I mean, for those of you with kids, I would be very skeptical if you're sending them into the state and public school systems. I know it's a big country. I know it depends where you live, but I would be really scrutinizing the information that they're learning, especially if they're young, Okay, so, we're starting to see this unravel. The American people, when their pockets are hit, they wake up. It's like everybody was for the Ukrainian war. Oh, we support Ukraine. We love Ukraine. Wait a minute. You mean our gas prices are $4 a gallon? No, thank you. So there you go. This is an interesting one. Thank you.